Hey folks, it's SenileSarge, and today we're going to be looking at the update for ICARUS Beta Weekend number 6. We have the next Beta Weekend coming this weekend, so that's going to be November 5th it starts. Should be around 5 Pacific and 8 Eastern, and then it'll end sometime on Sunday. Usually it's around 10 Pacific or so. So the hope of this video is just kind of go over each one of those notes. I have read it a little bit. Usually I go a little bit more of a structured video. This one will be a little bit more unstructured than you're used to. All right, let's get after it. All right, everybody. So, hey, like normal, we got the ICARUS beta coming this weekend, and I'm stoked. Okay, this is number 6. We've been with all of the betas thus far with ICARUS. Really good game, survival based. So if you're a survival, if you enjoy survival games, then you're absolutely going to love this game. So let's kind of get into what this update looks like thus far. As already kind of talked about, Friday, it's going to open up. Every once in a while, they'll do experimental. That'll happen earlier in the day or the day prior. I'm not sure if they're going to do it for this one because we have multiple missions that are going to be happening through this beta weekend, but we're going to have to see. We're going to have the standard 2 days of actually playing the game where it's been updated and they're ready to rock. That picture looks amazing. Somebody can draw. I wish I could draw like that, but I can't. Okay, let's get into the meat and potatoes here. We know we got 6 missions this weekend, 53 hours, and we're starting from level 0. So we are going to get a wipe this weekend. So I know for a lot of you that's going to, why, right? But we're going to see that coming. I'm actually glad that they're doing this. I think we get a different picture with a level 30 character versus using, starting from 0 again. So I'm glad they're kind of focused on that. They do note here that, we wiped your characters from beta weekend number 5 so we can see how you progress. So they are using it to help them better understand from an analytical standpoint and data, what does it look like? How long does it actually take you if you're a level 0 and you're coming into the game? And I think this is important for new players to kind of understand what their new player base is going to look like. We're going to have 6 missions this weekend: Beachhead, Livewire, Dark Harvest, Field Test, Kill List, and Headstone. Each one of these are going to come from basically different factions that are in the game. We're going to talk about those in a second. They've only given us Beachhead here. Really, the mission here is beyond staying alive for an acceptable length of time, no further tasking. So all we're really focused on doing is staying alive. And there's going to be a set time period that we have to do that. And if lightning strikes your house a lot, you may not make it because you're probably going to, or if your friends bring bears to you, you probably won't make it either. But that one looks pretty good. And then from there, it looks like we're going to continue to progress through the story. We'll get other missions and we'll continue to kind of grow from there. There will be the first beta weekend where we really start to show you session-based survival feels like. I'm really looking forward to that. Harsher climates, the environment, you got to survive in it. There are different missions, right? There's successive missions. So I'm kind of interested to see what they do at this weekend. We know level cap's going to be the same. So basically level 30. The tier 4 is still going to be locked. So we're not going to be able to do that. Blueprint and talent point allocation per level will be the same as before. So there's not going to be any changes for that. Playing area this weekend. So normally in the beta, you have an area that we can be in and then you block the other parts. Looks like we're going to be doing the exact same thing for this one. We'll be able to play with other players, which is great. There's going to be no extra day this one. So this weekend, we're only going to have 2 days. We're not going to have 3. Sometimes they'll give us a Monday as well. Okay. And then somebody asked the question, or maybe they're just answering it just to poke at us. But what about new wildlife or biomes? Giving this away wouldn't be fun. So they're not really telling us. So what I really like here is this kind of like for those that have been in larger government organizations. I mean, this book definitely looks like a like a training manual or some sort of standards manual. So it's pretty cool. So you can see here, United Development Agency, ICARUS, first cohort, operations plan. So survival mission, Desert C13. Great, the desert. Inside of here, you got the different factions. I'm not going to read through each one of these. I'll put the link down in the description so you can see them. And listen, if you're looking for a group to come play with Rally Point, you can come visit us at discord.gg/Rally Point, and the link will also be in the description. So there's some pretty good factions in here. Interested to kind of see how the lore, if you haven't watched some of the lore of the game, I would absolutely ask you to go and do it. This was interesting. I don't know what this plan is. Making me a little nervous. Hopefully it doesn't eat me. All right, and then from patch notes, a lot of bug fixes and changes this week. We're in the back end to enable the mission functionality. So remember, if you're seeing bugs, go inside of the Discord for the ICARUS team, and then you can report those there. Because remember, we're still in the beta, so reporting those bugs are going to be super helpful for the team. Okay, and then just from the bug fixes and quality of life improvements, really fixed the bug where chopped wood was falling through the ground due to raycast incorrectly, not using the trunk. So I've had that happen a couple times. Chop a tree down, or you'll break it in half, and then pieces of it would fall into the earth. So I'm glad that they fixed that. They also fixed the bug where aiming for a harvestable item would display the gather hand symbol instead of the crosshairs. By putting an override for 2 mechanics, now prioritize the crosshairs, which is great. They fixed the bug where cloth armor would form a spike on the headpiece when the player was running or crouching a third person. If for anybody that watched my videos, I mean, you've probably seen this. It was pretty funny. It was like basically they became a unicorn, which was great. And then there's a couple other things here. We had clients unable to access tech trees. We got steel axes invisible to some players. Wood windows wouldn't close properly. Had that happen a couple times. Cook meat would display from the hot bar. So it looks like they've fixed a pretty good amount of items here. Well, we're looking forward to getting into the beta this weekend. Again, if you're looking for a group to come play with, come on over, join us. Discord.gg/RallyPoint. Love to have you in the community. As always, if you enjoyed this content, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. SenileSarge signing off.